Hey guys, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be kicking off a brand new Getting to Know Azure Data Services series today. During this multi-part series, we're going to take a high-level look at some of the different Azure Data Services that are available for you to utilize within the Azure ecosystem. So, let's get right to it. The first service that we're going to take a look at today is Azure SQL. Azure SQL is a collection of multiple services that allow you to host relational databases that are based on the Microsoft SQL Server platform. The first option within the Azure SQL family that we're going to take a look at today is SQL Server running on top of an Azure VM. This option will be the most familiar option for those of you that are currently running SQL Server workloads on-prem, as this is the exact same version of the SQL Server product that you have come to know and love, with the only exception being that it is running inside of an Azure VM machine. So this option will provide you with the easiest way of migrating your workloads to the Azure cloud, as you can easily lift and shift your workloads with the expectation that everything will continue to run the same as it ran on premise. So this is a great option for those of you that need to move your data workloads into the Azure cloud with as minimal effort as possible. You can easily lift and shift your workloads. This is also going to be the only option available for those of you that may have a use case where you need to maintain control at the OS level. Remember, this particular option is an infrastructure as a service option. So you will still be responsible for applying hot fixes, service packs, patches, and different things like that to both the database software and the operating system. Another reason that you may choose to utilize this infrastructure as a service option is if your particular workloads rely on one of the few features that are not available in the past options, which we will be talking about next, such as the file stream table option. Lastly, in the event that you are running a vendor application, you should check with your vendor first to make sure that your vendor will support your implementation with one of the past options, because if not, this may be your only option for running your particular vendor application. However, if none of those things that we just talked about meet your particular use cases for your particular workloads, there are some better options out there for you. Specifically, we're going to talk about two different platform as a service options here. And both of these are still built on top of that same SQL Server engine. And because both of these two options are both managed options, it's going to reduce your management overhead for utilizing these two platforms. So the first one that we're going to take a look at here today is Azure SQL Managed Instance. Now this is going to be a great option for those organizations that are migrating from a SQL Server workload and for those that are really looking to modernize their data estate. Azure SQL Managed Instance is a versionless and managed platform that is always up to date. So there's no need for you to have to worry about applying hot fixes, patches, or service packs. Both of these two things are automatically done for you at both the database level and the operating system level. The other great thing about utilizing a PaaS type of option here is that the platform will simplify many of the things that you would commonly need to do, such as taking backups, for example. The platform will automatically back up your databases at regular intervals. You can also easily enable high availability or disaster recovery features with just a click of a button. Azure SQL Managed Instance will provide you with the performance and the feature sets that you have been accustomed to utilizing with the SQL Server platform. Some of these common things may be the ability to run across database queries or the ability to use the SQL Server agent to run agent jobs. So once again, this is going to be a great option for those of you that are looking to modernize your data estate, and for those of you that just really want to have a managed option that still provides you with the full scale feature set of the SQL Server platform. The third option that we're going to talk about here is Azure SQL Database. So once again, this is also a platform as a service offering, but for this particular offering, your level of isolation is going to be at the database level. So basically what that means is that you will no longer have access to a SQL Server instance, and you won't have the access to do those instance level things such as utilizing cross database queries or the SQL Server agent. Now, there are some workarounds and different options here so that you can kind of replicate those actual things, but the feature that you know as SQL Server agent or cross database queries is unsupported in this particular service. However, this is still a pass option, so you still get to take advantage of things like automated backups, an easy method for you to enable high availability or disaster recovery with a click of a button. No need for you to have to apply updates, patches, etc. So Azure SQL Database is going to be a great option for those of you that are looking to build a new cloud native application. Azure SQL Database will provide you with that same performance, resiliency, scalability, and security that you have come to expect from the Microsoft Azure cloud platform. Thanks for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on episode 2.